G'day, welcome to another video from Alex Does. My name's Alex. I don't know why I did that. G'day and welcome back to another video from Alex Does. My name is Alex, coming to you from this beautiful morning in the bush. It's lovely compared to the weather I had yesterday, which you would have seen on last week's video. It was wet and rainy, and so was my mood, to be honest. So no, I had a really good night's sleep last night, and if you didn't catch last week's video, you know, go and watch that obviously if you want to. Anyway, so yeah, I'm actually looking at sun at the moment, which is beautiful. So bit of light cloud cover. I don't know how long the dry weather's going to stay around today, so we should really crack on and try and get some work done, which is also something a little bit different to last week where I didn't get any work done at all. So anyway, I'm going to crack on. I'm not going to rave on too much. I'm just going to have me coffee, and then we're going to pack up the tent, and I'm going to go and somehow source from somewhere another log similar to this one here to put on the other wall, and another diagonal to close in that side. So that's the next step. But I'm loving having this here right now. This would be cool. It's like leaning up against a bar. That's what I need. A bar. Can I bushcraft a barmaid? Give me a beer. Anyway, let's crack on. Alright, now the tent's all packed up and the shelter's nice and clean again. Let's see if we can go and find a piece of wood that goes along this side. Fingers crossed. Oh, so I've been searching for an hour. I've found, it's a bit hard to see on camera maybe because it's all got stuff under it. Log here. It's hardwood. It's obviously been there for a while. It's been cut off by a chainsaw at this end and it branches out that way. I'm thinking of taking this one. It's a bit thinner. Appears to be long enough. At this stage it appears to be solid enough, but I'm not really going to know until I drag it out. It's obviously been on the ground for a while, but it's actually sitting a couple of inches off the ground, so it might be okay. So I need to cut it off from the fork at this end, which I'm not sure whether I'm going to do with the saw or the axe. I might actually do it with the axe. And then we'll try and drag it out with the rope. And have a look at this. Where'd it go? I've lost it. That'd be right. Have a go at this. The spidey hole, there's my finger for comparison. It's pretty big. I don't know that it is a funnel web hole. I mean, it's certainly got, you know, spider web around it in the shape of a funnel, but it could also be like a it's just big. It's an inch across. It could be a I don't know, I don't really know much about spiders. It could be like a mouse spider or something. I don't freaking know. If you know, feel free to add to the comments. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm sure he won't come out during the day if he's not out already. But anyway, I've got gloves on, which means I've got an extra layer to bite through. Which you'd have no trouble getting through these gloves. Alright, I'm going to hack away at this with the axe, I think. Just about there. Let's see how we go. like it. Alright, I decided I don't like it. It's just long enough in length, but it gets a bit too hefty at that end. There's a big split at that end. Other than that, it seems solid though, so I'll leave it here, and just in case I change my mind or I think of something else to use it for. Other than that, I'm going to go and explore the next available option. Now that I've dragged my option B log out of the scrub, time to start hacking it up and see if we can get it fitted up to the side of the structure. Okay. Easy. Well, it works pretty easy, but I'm not entirely happy with the quality of the wood. It's just really light. I thought it was the same as the stuff I'd used along the bottom, but I don't think it is. Maybe it's got some rod in it or something, I don't know, but it's just a really lightweight wood. I mean, this piece isn't structural, and it's going to get a lot of support from the wattle and daub and the rest of the window frame, but anyway, it'll do for now. So now I've just got to offer it up to the uprights so that I can mark those for where those need to be checked out. Again, assuming I'll put these in the right place. Not quite right, but it'll do. We've got to give it the elbow test. That's about right, I reckon. I like it. Right, this bit is on now, nice and firm. I'm mixed how I feel about it. It's look, I like the look of it. The fitment is really good actually, and some of my joints are a bit better than some of the others. Again, I've just done 2 dowels in the center and 1 at either end, so it's on there fixed, really solid. My only issue is the quality of the wood itself. There's no rot, but it's almost like, even though it was off the ground and everything, it was almost like it's a little bit punky. It's really light, like I showed before. And so on the either end, when I put the dowel in, it was fine, but when I put the wedge into the end of the dowel, it was enough to put a split in the wood. So we'll have to see how we go. Obviously, I'm thinking of putting additional timbers around here and here to frame a window in, and then there's going to be obviously your uprights and your wattle and daub and mudding and all that. That's going to hold it in nice and secure. But anyway, I'm happy with that. That's what I wanted to achieve today. Well, technically it's what I wanted to achieve on last week's video, but anyway, we ended up doing it today. We got that done. All right, I'm going to pack up my gear. Well, there you go. That's another camp over and done with, another trip. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with the progress that's coming along on the build. It's really starting to close in and feel like a nice little secure shelter. I hope you have also enjoyed the content. Thank you for coming along all the way to the end. If you have, I certainly appreciate it. Smash the thumbs up if you liked this content, and if you feel like doing so, please subscribe to the channel. So that's it for today. I'm pleased, as I said, with the progress, getting that another side piece on today, and then last week's video getting the tarp all sorted out. Yeah, so you'll see me again next week, next Saturday at 8 AM again. So next week, next trip, focus is going to be on the fireplace. So I'm sure that's going to be a lot of footage of me hunting around, replacing the whole hunting around for wood and logs and stuff. We're going to replace that for hunting around and carrying sandstone. So, and I'm going to need a lot of it. So yeah, so I'll be hunting around for a sandstone, at least enough to make a start on the fireplace. So I hope I see you here next Saturday at 8 AM, so you can give me a hand maybe, reach through that screen. All right, well, thanks again for coming. I'm off. I'll see you later. Be good.